Every once in a while, I do reacts content. I know a lot of you are probably saying that I'm just jumping on the bandwagon, but I get recommended a lot of interesting videos, and sometimes I just think this seems like a good piece of content for the channel. One video I just got recommended was Phil Spencer's first day on the job or something like that. So let's go check that out right now. So I'm going to get right to the video. This is Phil Spencer and Larry Herb. I'm just going to turn on my filters back on for the crop and such so we get those nice rounded edges. And here we go.
Hi, it's Larry Herb, Xbox Live's Major Nelson. It has been a big week at Xbox. I'm here with Phil Spencer.
Phil Spencer looks so young. So this video is like, how many years old? Let's reduce the crop on the top there. This is 9 years old, this video. Wow.
Who's the new head of Xbox. Phil, congratulations on the job.
Thanks, Larry.
You got a lot of work coming up. Let's talk about your new role. What are you going to be doing?
Head of Xbox. My role is really to drive the product vision for what Xbox is. And
How has he done? I would be curious to hear how you think he has done. This video is 9 years old. His goal was to drive the vision for Xbox. I think it took him a while to get there, but he has done great work, in my opinion.
I come at this job as somebody from the games industry, running game studios. I think about our Xbox product and how we can really put the stamp of the gamer on this product, make sure it's gaming first. Obviously, it has great entertainment features for everybody, but my role is to bring everybody together, make sure we're focused on a consistent product vision.
So 9 years ago, was that Xbox One era? Yeah, so it's like right around when the Xbox One came out. So he's still talking about entertainment because that was a big push. The whole TV meme and everything had come out. Major Nelson, Larry Herb, also in this video. He's no longer at the company. He left recently, retiring, I believe, or just moving on to something else. And yeah, kind of crazy. It's just kind of crazy. Look at this. I wonder how old Phil Spencer was 9 years ago.
I know you're on Twitter, and I know you read a lot of the message boards and the tweets and so forth. They're asking for a lot of things. They want a lower priced Xbox One. They're looking for, you talked about market expansion or games with gold. Do you have anything you want to tell us about that, or what are you thinking about that?
Games with Gold is dead. So Games with Gold is done. The lower price Xbox did happen. They did the Xbox One S and the Xbox One S, and then obviously they have the X and S. They've continued with that model. Kind of funny to hear that reminder come back.
I know a lot of times people give nods to the different forums out there, the different communities of people. I will honestly say I learn a ton from listening to the feedback, reading the forum ideas. I saw just when I was announced the position, the first things that Phil Spencer should do as head of Xbox, there were a lot of great ideas there. That two-way dialogue between us and the fans will be important as we drive this product forward. I think it's going to be a foundational element to the culture of this organization. I want the two-way dialogue. We hear what fans say. They have great ideas, and we should use that as an input to how we build our product. No announcements today, but
So this is a dumb thing. When I dress nice, like wrinkles bother me and such. And if you look at Phil Spencer's shirt, he has a wrinkle here, which tells me that he was probably wearing like a tote bag or something. I don't know why that stood out to me. I just think about like if I wear a backpack to work or, whatever to carry all my gear, you would get these wrinkles.
Know that the things that people are saying, hey, here's what I would like to see in the product that I'm so passionate about, those are really important things as we build our plans.
So did you just copy and paste and put that on your to-do list?
It sounds kind of corny, but I'd say, yeah. Like there were a lot of great ideas there. Even today when people are giving us feedback about live and where live should go. These are people who have been with this along this journey for many, many years. And they've grown up with Xbox in their home and the great franchises that have been born on the platform that they've grown up playing. And they are really important people in terms of building our product vision.
So in your new role, how will you bring games, content, and technology to life?
Interesting question.
It's a good question. One of the unique things we have at this company is we have a great internal creative organization in Microsoft Studios, a group I know and love for many.
I don't feel like he can really say anything to a lot of these questions. Like, oh, let me just tell you that we're developing the Xbox One X. This has to be like really early on in his tenure as the head of Xbox.
Years. great platform technology team, great live technology team, bringing those teams physically closer together, making sure they know each other, and as the creatives are coming up with new ideas, that those ideas are getting injected right into the platform thinking about what's coming next, I think can really lead to just a lot of growth in the product that we have and how fans will react to the product we're building.
So this is Xbox One era. They came out with the One S. They came out with the One X, which I think the One X was a great improvement on the Xbox One. Like, it finally got to that place where it was handling 4K 30 quite well. I remember one of the bigger videos on my channel was me getting the One X and setting it up on my channel for the first time. That was like whenever that happened, many years ago. I think I played through the Mass Effect trilogy again because it had all those features, like the upscaling and such was added to it shortly thereafter. So lots of good stuff since the 9 years have passed. The Series S and X they're doing okay. Obviously, everybody compares it to the PlayStation and in terms of sales, but when you just look at their console hardware, it's doing okay. Like, it's not doing like marvelous or anything like that, but I think a lot of people would kill to be in Xbox's position in terms of the console market. And now they're doing the acquisitions and such, so it's gonna shape up nice in the next few weeks, next few years, I think.
So a lot of you talked about the fans. They really want to know, what are you going to focus on first as the head of Xbox?
Well, right now I'm spending a lot of time on E3. Mm-hmm. Right, E3 is a big time in our industry. We know that this E3 is really important for us.
Got some bad news about E3, Phil, from the past. It's gone. But I think Xbox is going to continue doing their thing every year. Everybody had to pivot. Everybody's going to kind of do their own thing going forward. It's crazy. Just think about this. This video is 9 years old. The stuff that he's talking about. He's talking about the Xbox One. He's talking about E3. Larry's no longer at the company. A lot can change in that short amount of time. And that's why I talk about on the channel, like, we keep talking about these consoles like they're the most important thing. I'm like, I feel like the industry is at this evolution point where, games are getting too expensive, these big AAAs. A lot of people are saying it's not sustainable. It's going to be really interesting to see where we go over the next several years.
For us, people are looking for, okay, what is this change in Xbox? What does it mean to have a head of Xbox that's really focused on games? E3 is a great gaming show. I want to make sure that when we're there, the fans hear us, they understand why we're there and what this product should mean to us. I'm also spending a lot of time meeting the new teams, the teams that I've known from a client as the studios for quite a while, but now as the person in charge of the whole organization, and talking to them about all the great work that they have over the next year.
Microsoft has a new CEO with Satya. How are you going to be working with him?
Oh, I had no idea Satya started at the same time as Phil. Satya Nadella and Phil Spencer have been like peas in a pod, for lack of a better term. Phil talked about how, later we would realize that Phil and Satya actually had a conversation about getting rid of Xbox around this point. So it's kind of cool to hear Larry bring that up. It's like, oh, so you and Satya, how will you be working together? Look at Phil's response, though. Definitely one where those conversations at the time, I bet, elicit response, because it's just like, yeah, we almost shut down Xbox. It's all on me.
Tell me about those conversations.
Discussions with Satya about taking this role were really important to me, because I wanted to have a discussion with him about how important gaming was to Microsoft's success. I wanted to see Xbox as a core.
Because, remember, they were like, why are we in gaming? Why are we doing this? Should we just shut it all down and pack it up? And Phil's like, nah, I got this.
Product in Microsoft's long-term vision. And the discussion he and I had, along with Terry Myerson and Stephen Elop, different leaders in the group, was really around us using gaming, looking at gaming and the fans of gaming that we have, hearing our internal employees' passion for what we're building, and making sure gaming is something that permeates every consumer product that we build, led with what we're doing with Xbox One.
Let's talk about the launch. It was a big year for Xbox. We had our launch. We've had some challenges along the way.
I wonder, so think about what he said there. He said how Xbox is leading our initiatives, I'm paraphrasing, but to other technologies. And now with the integration of AI, I do have to wonder, is Xbox going to go big with AI in terms of how they integrate it into their gaming in the future? I know it's controversial right now. It is inevitable that companies will start using AI. I think every company is going to start using AI to do base work, concept art, just get early idea generation. And, Xbox is sort of getting ahead of it. They're trying to do it ethically, or at least Microsoft's saying they're trying to. Time's going to tell on that one. It's murky territory right now, but I do think it'll all even out. I think personally, my thought on AI is I think the idea of an NPC that you can have dialogue with and it sort of develops organically, I think that's somewhat interesting. If they can really hone that in and get that working in a good way, maybe you have a writer like parse through the possible responses. I don't really know how it would work, but I did the Matrix demo and it was fascinating. You can just talk to NPCs and they have a conversation. It's a robot, but like, it's interesting. It's interesting tech.
How would you describe the past year?
I'd say there's kind of two sides to the ledger on this. There's a lot of learning that I did as a leader in the organization when I just heard how our message resonated with people, some of the decisions that we made that I think were actually the wrong decisions, and we had to revisit those decisions. On the other
TV.
side, a lot of accomplishment. We shipped a great product, a lot of great titles from us as well as our partners. And you've got a product right now that you have millions of fans they love. You see the service is up. People are using the product to play great games, watch TV, voice commands. We have work ahead of us. We've got international expansion. We're still rolling out into new markets. The monthly updates the teams have been doing, I thought have been just a great addition to what people see in the product. So a lot of learning. We still have a lot of work ahead of me. That's what's challenging me, getting me up at 5:30 in the morning. But also, it's worth remarking that a lot of great work has happened over the last year and a lot of accomplishment.
Now we're getting right close. We're just about 2 months away from the biggest gaming event of the year, that's E3.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that and what you're doing to prep for that.
I had a big content review.
Sorry, he gets up at 5:30 in the morning. Like, the only reason I get up that early is if the kids are up. I'm a little surprised. I know he has kids, so I wonder if I think he has a daughter, right? Anyway, never mind.
Just yesterday, I mean, it's kind of
Son?
inside baseball,
Or-
but people will see that we are almost every week sitting down with the teams and looking what we want to put on stage. What do we want to announce? What do we really want to push? We're going to push games. I thought we did a good job last year in announcing a lot of new games and having games be the focus of the show. I want to do the same thing again this year. Not a lot of executive middle management up on stage. Let's make sure we have creators up there. We've got great games that we're showing. People invest a lot of money in Xbox, and that money is invested so that they know that they have the best place to play games and that's where their friends will be playing. It's our responsibility to stand up on stage and give them the promise of the games that are coming.
Phil Spencer, head of Xbox. Phil, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Larry.
Yep. So a lot of that was addressing the criticism of the TV video. And I think Phil did a good job. And if we look back at how he has done over the years, I think he's done quite well for himself. Not a ton at the end there. Largely, it's just like, yeah, we need to talk about games more than we need to talk about TV. Haha, I won't make that mistake again. And I do think that they delivered, though. So good stuff. Just taking a look back at Phil Spencer being interviewed. I don't know why it popped up in my feed. I thought it was kind of cool. Let me know how you think Phil has done. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell if you like this content. Hit that like button if you are already subscribed. Thank you so much to the members. I just updated the list. So thank you to everybody who is supporting the channel. I really do appreciate you. If you want to support the channel, you can just join. Click that join button. Support at whatever level you choose to. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you for the next one, everybody. Check out my previous video right here.